Arsenal and Liverpool have the hardest Premier League opening day fixtures you may think of. No tie. It's got to be Chelsea, Manchester City, but that's another show for today. Okay, but what I mean is this. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. And if you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss the show. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on. It's really there. We only need 500 likes and you guys are going to help us get it. Let's go into this show. Arsenal taking on Wolves. This game for Mikel Arteta is very important. Why? They need 3 points. It's quite simple. It really and truly is. Wolves are a bit weakened in the sense of they sold Pedro Neto to Chelsea now, but Arsenal only have Calafiori that's come in. Mourinho should be coming sometime next week, but this is Arsenal. It could take all the way up until the last day of the transfer window. But Mikel Arteta's side were okay in pre-season. Wolves weren't too bad either. But it all comes down to the opening game of the season. Arsenal need 3 points. They need it desperately because they need to always win in order to win the Premier League this season. So much attention is on Mikel Arteta right now. He still hasn't signed his new contract. I think there's a delay. I truly think they're going to hold out until towards the end of the season to see what Mikel Arteta has done. I think there's a delay in releasing more money because if they give him more money and then they end up sacking him, it's a squad that's nearly complete, but a new manager could come in and want to make some more changes or add in some more players that he feels could be the missing part for what Mikel Arteta has put together. It sounds crazy as I'm saying it. There is stories out there that Mikel Arteta is going to sign this new contract, but I think there's a delay in the contract. I think there's a delay in releasing more funds because they have backed Mikel Arteta for a long time. For the last 3 seasons, they have backed him. Going into this 4th season, when I say the 4th, I'm not talking about his total 5 and 6. I'm saying the last 4 windows have been heavily backed. We're talking sometimes over 200, 100 plus 200. And Mikel Arteta still has not won a trophy. You can say the FA Cup, but that wasn't Mikel Arteta's side. Mikel Arteta has assembled his squad now, his team, but he still hasn't lifted an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, a Premier League, a Europa League, and of course the Champions League last year. So I do think this could be Mikel Arteta's last season to lift the Premier League. And if he doesn't, they may part company. And it sounds crazy again, but I don't think it's too far-fetched because if it was, he would have signed that contract. They would have released more funds. Yes, they have to sell, of course, the balance of books. And a lot of people don't like to hear that, but because how are Chelsea doing it? Chelsea are selling homegrown players to balance the books, doing large contracts, paying it over a large period of time. It makes sense of what they're doing. Arsenal are not going down that model, but they may have to look at that. So, what is this score going to be between Arsenal and Wolves? I do think Arsenal will come out victorious, of course, with a 4-0 win. 2 goals at halftime, 2 goals in the second half. Havertz with 1, Saka with 1. I've got this funny feeling if it's either going to be Trossard starting after the last game, what we saw Martinelli against Leon in the friendly, I think it's going to be Trossard and he could grab a double. So I'm going to say again, Havertz is definitely going to start. We won't see Calafiori start this game. It will be Zinchenko. Zinchenko's got a lot to prove. What I saw in the last game, I was there at the Emirates on Sunday. He looked sharp. He looked ready. And I was saying to everyone that was around me, I was saying, this is his season. This is Zinchenko. You can see Calafiori coming in. Zinchenko now knows he's got viable competition, real bona fide competition, and he was stepping up, he was passing, he was moving, he was shaking. To me, that was the man of the match, in my opinion. I don't know if he was there. If he wasn't there, please take my word for it. He was man of the match. But what's your thoughts and opinions as to what I said about Arsenal and Mikel Arteta? Is this going to be Mikel Arteta's last season in charge? I'm not saying I'm running out of patience. My point is this. This is now your squad. You now have to deliver. And this is the best time you can deliver. Last season, you came close. Season before, it weren't too bad. It was a good push. Last season, you had it in your hands. You slipped up. I don't think you're going to get many chances after this. Your contract's up. We've got 1 more year to go. And if should you depart, some Arsenal fans won't be upset. Some Arsenal fans will be upset. But what is your thoughts? Would you be upset if Mikel Arteta left? Or should he be given an extended contract to keep on building and bringing Arsenal to the point of where we are now, excited? So, like, subscribe, turn that notification on if you haven't, but make sure you make a comment based on this subject. Okay, Moving on. Ipswich Town versus Liverpool. Ipswich Town has now been promoted back into the Premier League after, oh my God, how many years has it been? Decades, shall we say? But Liverpool have a big agenda here. They got Arne Slot coming in for making his debut for Liverpool. And I say he's not like he's playing, but he is managing. No new signings have come in at all whatsoever. None has even come close. And we can say, you're Martin Zubimendi, but the Martin Zubimendi thing has taken a bad twist there. And if the thing about Liverpool, they should know if he was given their word, if Martin Zubimendi gave their word to Liverpool, Liverpool should have just went and paid La Liga that moment, that transfer fee, and then he would be their player. But big U-turn. Now Liverpool have come out and said they're not going to make any more signings for the number 6. I don't believe that at all whatsoever. I think they're just playing things close to their chest because of what happened with Zubimendi. I think they need to be quiet about this because should they get egg on their face again, it's not going to look good. But my prediction was always Trent is going to be playing the number 6, and I still think that's going to be the case. I think that Slot is going to play Trent as a number 6, and I think he's always wanted to have Trent. Yes, you could say Martin Zubimendi, but I think a way that you can keep Trent Alexander-Arnold is play him at the number 6, make him be your quarterback, make him be the facilitator, and you've got a right back already made, as I've been told so many times. You got it, that's where it's going to be. So, what does Slot bring to this Liverpool team? We don't know yet. Now, I was wrong when I was going off at him, but we really truly don't know. He could be title contenders. He could be more of a title contender than Arsenal. Could be going a bit far, but what's your thoughts? Leave the comments below on that part. Slot will play different football, and I think Ipswich are going to put up a good fight, but it's not going to be enough. I'm telling you this now, the 12:30 kickoff tomorrow on Saturday, it could be a big game, and I really mean I think Ipswich are going to take it to Liverpool because there's not so much scouting, so they don't know how to best prepare for this. Liverpool have against Kieran McKenna, they've got a scouting report. They know, even though they have made some signings, it's most notably, you can think of a Calvin Phillips that's gone there from yesterday. From Manchester City on loan with no obligation to buy. That's a good move. They've already got in Omari Hutchinson, who was once at Arsenal, went to Chelsea, and then got sold. Big move there. So Ipswich are making moves. Liverpool need to overcome this because when you're newly promoted and your first game's at home, that crowd is going to be rocking, and Arne Slot needs this Liverpool team to fire on all cylinders and take the game as planned. Mo Salah, I think he's going to grab a double. I think the score is going to be, I'm going to say it, 5-0 win to Liverpool. I think they're going to do a 5-0 win at Ipswich, Portman Road, and the Liverpool faithful will start saying, do we need a number 6? Trent played brilliant. Look at all those passes. Virgil looks great, and Andrew Robertson looks great as well. Midfield, McAllister, yeah, he was great. So Bosley was great. Salah, well, that's a Salah. Darwin Núñez is going to start up front, and I think he may grab a double too. So, am I going too far in this? These predictions, Arne Slot and Liverpool, they're going to win 5-0. Arsenal's going to win 4-0 against Wolves. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Am I going too far? Let me know in the comments. Once you see what Arne Slot does with Liverpool on the opening day of the season, that's tomorrow. If today, I guess if you're watching, was it a good performance? Because we're going to do a review on that as well. So much more is going to come from TK24 Sports. And again, if you're new to the show, you can still watch videos here. You can subscribe here, somewhere along the line. Tie night here for TK24 Sports. Make sure you subscribe. I'm close to 1,000. Let's get it on game day 1. Let's make it happen for me, people. Like, subscribe, turn that notification on, and also share on WhatsApp. Share it to people who support the same team if you think it's a good show. Have a good day. Bye.